A horrific Christmas Eve murder in Llandaff in Cardiff absolutely shook the local community. This case will really make you question who you can really trust. It was the 24th of December 2023 in a small town in Cardiff. Best friends Dylan Thomas and William Bush were in their early 20s living together. It seemed like they'd known each other forever. They'd met at school when they were around 13 and had stayed friends ever since. Dylan was actually the grandson of Stanley Thomas, who was the owner of a very successful company called Peter's Pies. Dylan was set to inherit the business and therefore inherit a whole lot of money. It was reportedly worth around £230 million. William was not as well off financially, but he was a lovely young man. He was compassionate and really funny. He was really looking forward to starting a new job and then ultimately moving in with his girlfriend. At just 23, he really had his whole life ahead of him. Now, the night prior to the horrific event, Dylan had gone out with his family for a meal in Miskin. They'd then all gone back to his nan's house, and at that point, Dylan and William were chatting on social media. Things seemed really normal between the pair. What wasn't normal, though, were Dylan's Google searches. During this time, he was disturbingly searching the internet for self-unaliving veins and arteries. Dylan actually then got a lift back to his house the following day that he shared with William. After he got dropped off, he went inside and did the unthinkable. He launched into an absolutely frenzied attack. He stabbed unsuspecting William 37 times. Following this brutal ambush, he then decided to ring an ambulance. A witness in a car park nearby also phoned the police. Dylan was swiftly arrested at the scene. It was pretty obvious there were just two people involved here. One was a helpless victim and one was literally holding a knife. William was tragically pronounced dead at the scene. Now, this literally baffled anyone who knew the pair. William had done absolutely nothing to warrant any of the violence he'd sustained that day. The pair were supposed to be good friends. Heartbreakingly, William had really been looking forward to spending Christmas with his girlfriend Elle. She said he was the love of her life. Dylan was treated for schizophrenia and psychosis and later found guilty of murder. He was sentenced to 19 years minimum behind bars. No motive for the crime has been established.